What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today we're going to do an overview of Barbie Horse Adventures Riding Camp. We're going to break down the main game mode, walk you through all the things it has to offer, and I'm just joking. April Fools. No, we're back with our Dynasty with Idaho State, and in the last Dynasty video, we kicked it off with a game against Ball State, and turnovers really done us in. We had two very bad ones that were just bad luck, and the other one was definitely my fault, and we couldn't recover from it. But there was a few positives from the game that I think we could take from it. For those of you who read my post-game thoughts in that video, I kind of broke down what I'm thinking about doing for the next game, and it may not show today as we take on Oklahoma, but I'm going to probably run a little more shotgun stuff just to help my offensive line a little bit. Don't put too much pressure on them, and leave the under center stuff for like very, very quick passing concepts and running the ball a little bit. So we'll see how that goes today. But as you can see here, Oklahoma, they've lost their first game of the season, whoever they played, but they got a lot of talent still. And you're looking at their stats. Apparently, just defensively, they didn't do a very good job. Offensively, it looks like they ran the ball pretty well. They got arguably the best running back in the game in Adrian Peterson. So our goal today is to shut that down. So we'll see how that goes. There's not going to be a whole lot to see here. What we can do is go to Sports Illustrated. Again, there's not much. I don't think that it's probably worth looking at anything here, except we can look at the team information screens. I still want to see these. So we go to Idaho State here, and there's just, again, not much to see. Big Luke, percentage-wise, I thought he'd done just fine. We just got to clean up a couple of the turnovers. Hopefully we can get, a little more luck on our side with some of those. I really am hoping we can run the ball halfway decent. Now, I don't have any expectations today because of who we're going up against, but maybe we can get some production out of the run game a little bit. It would help if I ran the ball a little bit more, but we'll see how that goes. Good to see Okabor. I don't even know if he's our number 2, 3, or 4 guy. Again, this passing attack is all about just whoever is open, that's who's going to get the ball. So there'll be some games where our top guy may not touch the ball, then there'll be others where he'll be getting the ball quite a bit. And on the defensive side, there's just not enough there to see. But I did have a little bit of positivity on the defensive side of things. I thought the 3-4 done okay for what it is and the lack of talent that we have. Now we can quickly go over to the Big 12 and look at Oklahoma's stuff. And, oh, wow, so we luck out a little bit. I don't think it's going to make a difference today, but we are we don't have to take on Peterson, nor do we have to take on one of their wide receivers. I don't know if he's like their best guy or not, but it's going to help a little bit. We probably won't get beat by 40. We may get beat by 35 or something. But anyway, they're loaded down with talent, as we'll see in the game. So let's just jump right into it. There's no changes I had to make. So we can go in here and see if we get anybody in trouble. Today would be a perfect day for somebody to get in trouble, because we're probably not going to win this game, and we're probably not going to win the next game against BYU. So if anybody gets in trouble right now, it would be great. That way I can probably suspend it for 2 games, but it looks like that's not going to happen. And we have our first televised game of the Dynasty. Nessler going all black today. A pretty day for football.
The Mercury will be reaching high levels today in this matchup between the Idaho State Bengals and the Oklahoma Sooners.
It's been a while since I played in this stadium.
There's going to be some exciting NCAA action here. It just seems like
shows all their national championships at the top left.
And here come the Sooners.
Pretty looking uniforms, I'm not going to lie. Ours don't look too shabby either. That's Paul Thompson. He's a dual threat guy. I know that for sure. And they're picking the Sooners as expected. Okay, let's get to the coin toss. Looks like they won it, and they will get the ball first, which is fine by me. And let's check out their roster. Okay, starting quarterback, Paul Thompson, 82 speed, 84 overall. I'm not going to blitz him whatsoever. We'll just stay in a soft coverage. Now, with Peterson out today, I don't know how they're going to handle their play calling. Everything was going to go through him, but hey, we lucked out that we don't have to face him today. But his backup, Kawan Jones, is very solid as well. Very good fullback. Wide receiver, it looks like it's their number 3 guy who's out today. So I can see him passing a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Tight end, they're just loaded. They just got so much talent. Offensive line, everybody's in the upper 80s or 90s. They got an average right guard, but still anything that's better than what we have. They do run a 4-3 defense. Now, their offense is pretty balanced from what I remember, but they're kind of run-oriented just because of AP, but again, he's not playing today. But back to the defense. Looking at their defensive ends, not bad. Defensive tackles, Dusty Dvorak, one of the better defensive tackles in the country. We'll have to go up against that today. Impact outside linebacker, Clint Ingram, really good middle linebacker, right outside linebacker, strong. Corners, not so much. I think that's a weird combo. I don't know why this guy's in 3rd string when he needs to be up to number 1. He'll be out on the field someday, I'm sure. Same with a free safety. That's kind of weird. I probably need to reset all those depth charts outside of the game one day. I needed to do that. Strong safety looks pretty solid. Not much a kicker, punter. So it really comes down to me playing perfect football and figuring out what they're going to do offensively. I'm just not sure. It should be interesting either way. We'll continue to do our high kick strategy. Don't give him any easy touchdowns. We're going to do a cover 1. Get everybody down here if possible. Ooh, I was able to get through somehow. Don't know how. We can go back and look at this. This was kind of weird. They went interesting. The center pulled to the left a little bit, caused me to get wide open, and they ran a counter play. And they blocked me, but I kind of caused the stumble of the play. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, this ain't looking good. Somebody get your hand up. Good deal. Good job, Pago. I'm going to go after this guy. We're dropping 8 players, so I'm not, no, he's got all day to throw and make a play, Pago. Great defense. 2 huge plays by our strong safety. Let's see if Barnett can do something here. Nope. I was going to fair catch it, but that didn't work out. We're going to start off with curls at a gun spread. Like I said, we're going to be in the gun more often just to help our offensive line a little bit. Good little play there. Pick up a first down. Now, we're going to run a lot of clock. We're going to do PA read. Now, that's a weird-looking situation. I could run it, but I think I may play this safe. And now let's just go ahead and run it and see what happens. I get annihilated. I should have just passed it. Yeah, my left tackle just couldn't handle it. We're going to do quick slants. They're going zone, so I'm going to go to one of these guys right here. Just didn't get much out of it. We're going to go with halfback streaks. And they're going zone. Let's see if we can get lucky on a throw here. Good throw. Ah, and he dropped it. Come on. We needed that in the worst way. We can go ahead and do so. I went with a sky punt, and this is probably going to go out of bounds. Nah, that's okay. He's going to return it, though. It may not look it, but it is quarters. Almost gets the first down. We're going to stay in quarters. Going with the quarterback play. Nice play, Al. Good job. We're going to do a cover 1. And I just got pushed like it was nobody's business. Easy first down. We'll go back to quarters. Nice play, Al. I've ran that way too many times to know what was coming there. We'll bunch up our defensive line this time, but we'll stay in quarters. Good open field tackle. Force a 3rd and long. And we're going to do our cover 3. I don't think I can get after this guy, but we'll try. Nope, I just got annihilated. Bad throw. So are they going to punt it? They are going to go for it. I'm going to go back to cover 3. Almost got to him. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. Wow. Oh, no. Okay, good deal. Well, so far they've done nothing but zone us. And I'm going with this play right here. So we'll just cut up field, pick up a few yards. We're going to go PE read from spread. Now, I could run it, but I just don't trust our line, so we may be better off just passing it here and giving it to our best player like this. Just not getting a whole lot of yards out of it, though. Well, at least we stayed in bounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. I am happy with it, to say the least. So I picked a play. It's play action. This may be really dumb, but I picked this play action play in hopes I can get an easy zone beater because I knew they was going to go zone because that's all they've done so far. I can do this. Can I get it? Got the first. Barely. Just barely. So they went back to zone, but I'm going to do QB choice and just hand this off. We got to get the run game going at least a little bit. Let's see if we can pull something off here. Nope. Not even close. I mean, just can't do anything on the ground. Of course, they're going back to zone, but we're going to try this play, see if we can get something going. And I got sacked. I couldn't get it off in time. He just came right on through. They blitzed. And this shallow route, it just takes a little long to get open. I should have threw to this guy right here instead. I didn't see much of a hole there, but it opened up a little bit later. And, of course, they're going zone again. This is a very long play, so it's probably not smart for me to attempt this since we'll just throw that off, and he's going to drop it anyways. I should have just ran the ball, ran clock. That's my fault. Well, if they're going to zone us to death, I got no choice but to do the small, short stuff because our offensive line can't hold their blocks long enough for me to go deep. Halfback direct. Somebody make a play. Pick up a first down. And I made the same play. I knew that was coming. I really want to blitz, but he's just not going to let me. And somebody make a play except for that guy right there. It was going to happen eventually. And he threw it off his back foot, too. And my strong safety, my best player, just didn't do anything there. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for this game, it's probably not going to make a difference, though. He's too slow. I probably even shouldn't have done this. At least he didn't fumble it. Of course, they're going to run zone. I mean, they haven't ran man once yet, which I think is just really weird. But we'll go with a pick play. Nice little positive gain. I'm going to go back to another screen play. See if we can just pick up the first down. We'll get it down to a few seconds. And no blocking whatsoever. So they finally decide to go man. But I honestly wanted them to go zone. It is what it is. But we're going to go to Lacey over here on the left unless they bring both safeties. I'm going to go ahead and snap it. And at least he caught it. We'll take it. We're going to hurry this up a little bit. I'm going to go, they're going man. We're going to go PE read. We're going to hand this off. And just nothing. I saw the numbers and it didn't make a difference. So I don't know if this is going to work or not either. But I'm honestly wanting to run down clock because I have no faith in our offense going down the field and trying to score. It's a good little throw. It's 3rd and 9. I'm going to let that clock run. So I'm going to go with PE read again. But they're doing 4-3, so I don't think it's in my best interest to run. So we're definitely going to pass this. And they're going with the one high look. And just a bad throw. So this gives them 27 seconds to easily get down the field and score. And I probably should have made them force a timeout, but I thought I'd done my... And it's blocked. Of course it is. Of course. That's the first time I've ever had a punt blocked, like in ever. Maybe that may be the first time. But that's the pain and growing pains we got to go through with a bad team like this. Oh, dang it, he's going to score. We're going to call a timeout. We'll just go back to quarters, I guess. I don't know what they're going to call. They seem like they're throwing a little bit more than usual, but... Nope, they're going triple option. And this is... At least we stopped them, forced another timeout. They're going with a big set. We're going to max out here, and he still gets the touchdown. Doesn't make a difference. They was going to score regardless once they got the ball.
Oklahoma to kick. Simmons and Barnett back ready to return. Kicks it off.
We're going to let that one go. We'll just take a knee here and go to half. I mean, because obviously there's no point in us trying to score. In this situation, we can't. We're just not good enough. So that's the end of the half. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. We can check out some stats here. I mean, 24 total yards of offense. Running the ball, we just can't. It just doesn't matter what I call. They just stop it. Passing is kind of okay. The problem is they're just zoning us every time we pass it. Except for like maybe 2 times. And I just can't throw it deep enough. It just takes too long for my routes to get developed, and by then I'll get sacked. So it's just a no-win situation, especially in this game. The rest of the stuff I don't think makes a difference. We had the 1 turnover. I guess that's that fumble or that punt blocked. I guess that's when that happened, which, again, I don't think I've ever seen that in many, many years. So at least we get the ball started third quarter. The problem is I have no faith in our offense doing anything. So we'll just run clock as best we can and try not to get killed. And, of course, we drop it. My best player drops it. It's just whatever. And you guessed it, they are going zone again. And I wanted them to go man. I'm trying to give it to my halfback, but it's just not working. At least we get some yards. So I'm going back to slants, but we're going to do it from 5 wide, and they're actually going man, so I may have a chance to get them to Barnett here. Nope, almost intercepted. Don't ever do this. I thought I was going to get there in time, and I threw a little too late, and that linebacker just got right in front of it. So we're very fortunate that wasn't a pick 6. So I'm going to try out this play-action play again. If they go with soft cover 2, I may try to go over the middle. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go to this shallow. And I didn't get it. So like I mentioned, I'm just going to go for it. The game is over with anyway, so what's the point? But we're going to see if we can get a first down here. Just enough to get it. So we're going to try a basic dive from ace trips just to do a basic run. Something, anything. We're going to try to make... he broke a tackle, but is he going to get any yards from it? Absolutely not. We can't run the ball this year. We're going to try this 5 wide play. They're going man at least. Maybe I can have enough time to go over here. Good catch. First down. All right. Positive yards. We're going to go back to this double screen play from 5 wide. Good little block there. Just not much yards. We're going to do this little West Coast concept out of 5 wide. Let's see if they're going to give us anything to work with. Not a whole lot. We're going to try this halfback out. They are going zone, so I'm going to try to give this to Barnett if he can get underneath. Get between the linemen here. Get the first, barely. We're going to go back to P.E. Reed, but as you can tell, they got a ton of players in the box. So we're definitely going to throw this. This will either go to Barnett or Rodriguez or Blue. Let's just see what happens. And, wow, just perfect defense. Perfect pursuit. We're going to do halfback angle from spread. See if anything can happen here. He caught that somehow. He got bogged down a little bit. We can go over here and look. No, he's just very slow. This Wynn guy, I think he's one of my tight ends because he looks very big. It wasn't a very good throw. He actually stopped to catch it. But we got yards. So it's 3rd and short. We're going to go back to halfback out. Hopefully we can get this back to Barnett again. Get it down to a few seconds and try to pick up the first.
3rd and short, and they'll throw for it. Looks, throw short.
Very good throw. Just don't fumble it. So we're going with a dive play out of bunch just to shake it up. Can we get any yards from it? I don't know. The clock has stopped, so we can go ahead and snap it. Just go, baby, go. Great little run. So they were going zone, and just enough to get through. I'm not using the speed button. Good little block by my right guard. And at this point, I'm still not using speed button. Then I realize, okay, there's nobody in front of me, so I probably need to go ahead and use the speed button. and get it just enough for the first down. I think they gave it to us. All right, we're going to do our screenplay, but they're going man. If they bring both safeties, I'd love to go to Lacey. High snap. Oh, we were very lucky that wasn't a fumble. So this is the downside of being in the gun. If you got a terrible center, sometimes you're going to have a high snap. And you do not want a high snap on a screenplay. And that's considered a fumble, and somehow we got the ball back. I don't know. Just a disastrous play. So we're going to go quick slants. At least they're going man, so we'll definitely going to snap this before the quarter ends. And see if we can give this to Barnett. Get some yards back. Not bad. And that's the end of the third quarter. You couldn't have asked for a better quarter. We're still on the same drive. Incredible. I don't know if I've had this long of a drive before. So the clock has stopped. It's 3rd and 7. We're going zone. I'm going to go back to this halfback streak. We'll see if we can pull this off. Nope, they are bringing the heat. Good little throw here. Pick up the first down. Nice. We'll break this play down. I've been calling this play several times today. But they're going zone. And, of course, I think it's this guy right here. Let me get out my little telestrator. We'll use the little stick this time. This guy right here is my cover 2 zone beater, and that's what they called. That's what they went with. They went this way. The problem is, I think either this guy came through with the blitz, and I have to roll out. So if that happens, I have to wait for my number 2 guy to get open, which in this case, it is my little shallow right here, which usually gets open every time against zone regardless. So when you snap the ball, that guy came through blitzing, so I can't roll out, so I have to sit and wait for my shallow to get open. Perfect pass. The timing was great to get the first down. So I'm going to go back to P.E. Reed from gun spread. I think I may hand this off. It's technically a nickel, but that guy's over just enough to make me want to try and run it. So let's try it. Nope, and of course they went with that play. You kind of be kidding. They went with the defensive end spy, of all things. So that's a good way to stop that if you're going to run it. So I should have just kept it and threw it to him instead, but what do you do? So I'm going to go with this play. It's a good man beater, and thankfully they are going man. And he just overthrew it. Just a bad throw. So the clock has stopped. I'm going to go under center and go with this play. We need the yards. If I don't see a cover 2 and I need to get this off early, I think I may throw it to Lacey and just see what happens. They are going with a cover 2. And he entered just a terrible. He short-armed it. And this is going to be a pick 6. There he goes. Well, so much for that drive. Perfect play call. Just the worst throw ever. That's just so disheartening. I don't know what to do about that. Just my quarterback just made the worst throw he possibly could. You can go back and look at this, and it's not going to show it from here, but he just short-armed it. The play lasted so long you can't see it, so unfortunately I can't show you. They went with a soft cover 2, and I had a post route right there, but he short-armed it a solid 5 yards. I'm at a loss for words. I just need better quarterback. So that play lasted a solid, 17 plays or so? Lasted a full quarter, and it resulted in a pick 6. That's just what we got to deal with for the first couple of seasons. I don't know, how else to cure that. I guess I could have put myself in better 4th down situations instead of trying to go for a 3rd and long. I don't know. I don't think it would have made a difference, but still. No blocking whatsoever. So I'm going with another quick West Coast concept. They're going man. I think they're bringing both inside guys. But it's going to get intercepted. So, I mean, such a terrible throw. He overshot it this time. That's what's weird. He can't make up his mind what he wants to do. So I'm fixing to get sacked. But it's a one-on-one situation. Problem is I had to throw it so quick, it was a 3-on-1. Very fortunate they didn't get intercepted. So I'm going back to P.E. Reed because at this point it doesn't matter what I call. And they're bringing everybody and their brother, so I feel like I got to... And this is going to get annihilated. Yeah. It doesn't matter what I call. They're going to stop it. Okay, we're going to go back to a play-action play just in case we may have a chance to go over the middle. But I may have to quit doing the over-the-middle stuff altogether if my quarterback can't handle the throw. For example. And I can't even get it off in time. So it doesn't matter what I call against this team. We just can't get anything going. Like, he should have threw that. Look at that. He had all the time. That should have came out of his hand, but it still ended up not happening. I mean, I don't... So everything went to pot after the pick 6. But again, I shouldn't have any expectations with this particular game. And it's blocked again. I mean, am I wasting my time punting? I mean, I don't, whatever. Just whatever. We're so bad that we're getting multiple blocks punt in a game in which a video game you can rarely block punts. I don't get it. But like it matters. So we went from a potential 7-point deficit, now we're down 4 touchdowns. Go figure. At this point, I just want to run clock and get through with this game, but we can't. We can't run the ball. They won't let us. We just don't have anybody to do so. Our offensive line can't block. Look how slow Simmons is. I'm just going to dive. I probably almost fumbled it right there. So look at this. We're going QB choice. Look what they do. They go 4-3, and they shift our linebackers to the side we're going to run. And I don't know. It's just, what do you do? So we'll go to a screen. Maybe as long as he catches it, we can run clock. I'm afraid to run the ball because we'll probably fumble it. And just nothing came from that. That bad throw. So I'm going to do QB choice. I'm just going to run it just so we can run clock. There's no point in throwing it. We're not going to get the first. And our first positive gain of the day on the ground. We're going to run this clock out as best we can. We'll do a high kick. Hopefully he'll fair catch it. Gave him amazing field position, and there goes the fullback. First down, close to it. And I couldn't get to him. And I can't get to him. And I can't get to him. And he almost gets the touchdown. Throw the flag. Throw the flag. And at least we stopped it. I knew that was coming. That's normally what they want to call on goal line. And easy touchdown. Oh, well, a blowout. It is what it is. We'll get the ball back. We'll call one more play and end this thing as best we can. Hopefully nothing goofy happens right here. I'm going to let that one go. There's no point. I'm just going to take a knee because I'm afraid we'll fumble it or throw an interception. Well, it was a valiant effort. We had them all the way up to the third quarter, and we just couldn't get it. You can look at our box score. Third quarter, we had, I don't know how many plays in that one drive. It was about 17. We took up the entire third quarter. We got in their red zone or close to it, and my quarterback just made a terrible throw over the middle, pick six, and the rest of it was history. They had no problem scoring after that. So at one point, we were super close to being down a touchdown in the fourth quarter. So I feel like we made a little progress today, but nobody got hurt. I guess that's a positive. But 22 of 31 for Big Luke. He had the one interception. I mean, is it my fault? I should have not have attempted the throw over the middle. I guess he just can't handle those throws. So I need to go ahead and just get rid of those altogether, because I think he's thrown another interception of the same way as well. So maybe I need to quit doing the go post stuff. Because, I mean, if he's going to short arm at 10 yards, then I need to get rid of it and just work around his whatever strengths he does have. Of course, we can't run the ball. Everything is a negative play. Receiving, only thing that worries me, I hate that Lacey, our best receiver, only got one reception. But again, that's how this offense kind of is. A lot of these passing offenses, to where it's just whoever is open, that's who's going to get open. Because Lacey, my number one guy on the far left, he is usually my main man beater in most of those plays. But if they're going to zone me to death, he's just not going to touch the ball. So I need to either find another way to give him the ball, maybe put him in the slot instead of on the far end all the time. I don't know, but once I start doing that, watch those teams go man on me, and I can't give it to him then. So, you can't help from trying. So for our next game, we are taking on BYU. It'll be another challenge. Just offensively, we just can't do our thing right now. And I don't know what to do to fix it other than just play worse teams, and hopefully you get lucky on some things. And like I said, just get rid of maybe the go post stuff, because apparently our quarterback can't handle it. And just try to trickle our way down the field. And I'd love to find a running game, but our offensive line just won't let us do it. But it is what it is. So come on back. We'll take on BYU, and I'll talk to you later.